Misfits, and welcome to the Misfit Adventurers podcast, a TTRPG podcast where our group of friends sit around and play some of our favorite games set in our own homebrew settings. I am the Dungeon Master, Amanda, and I hope that you will join us and enjoy the stories we have to offer. The last time we were all together, the party returned to Alamthir. You returned the, metal rod spell component thing to Escher. You returned that spell component to Escher, and when you arrived, you kind of overheard a bit of a conversation between Escher and Mortimer. Learned a couple of things. Talked to him a bit. And Revan had a conversation with Escher to see if he could learn some new things. Because he kind of got the vibe that Escher was a little older and had been around the block, maybe, and might know some things. Who knows? Let's see. After that, you did some shopping. Bought some things, which we'll check in with Hoots and see if there's anything he would have wanted to get. Got some fancy outfits. And Adrillis sent y'all an invite to a swanky dinner at his penthouse with all the other auction winners. Was there anything else that happened?
Our ship's getting repaired. It's going to take
the ship's getting repaired. You sent the bill to Adrillis. Theron had a conversation with the Shadow. That's still a weird situation. I think that's it.
I think that's all the significant stuff.
I think that's the
rest was just like RP.
Yeah. Okay, so, Hoots, is there a particular outfit you'd like to wear to this swanky dinner?
Yeah, I thought about it just a little bit. I'd like a vest for sure, a coat with tails.
I like it.
And I'd actually like to, this is just flavor. I'd like to ruffle my feathers around my face to form like a pseudo mustache.
Absolutely.
Something a little distinguished. I'm going to part my feathers too a little bit.
What a distinguished gentleman.
Yes. And a top hat. So
perfect.
The signature top hat.
Easily done.
I love that so much.
So, you guys.
Oh, also we bought Hoots that. That.
The cap of water breathing.
Yes,
we
did.
They bought the cap of water breathing. There was also a necklace of adaptation that I think we're gonna wait and see if anybody really wanted.
Yes, correct. Because we bought the cap of water breathing intended for Hoots. We got 2 water breathing potions, a fire breathing potion as well. Mm-hmm. That I believe, Isla, did you get the fire breathing potion? I can't remember. Okay, I did.
Yeah, I did.
Cool. So yeah, that's what we got.
And I have a quick question about swimming. Is that the same pace as walking speed, or is that how?
No, swimming is typically half movement unless you have something that grants you
swimming speed.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, I'll kind of read the description where I left us off, and have a little bit of extra info that I can give you as well. So, you arrive at Lord Adrillis's penthouse. The penthouse is just the level of over-the-top luxury that you'd expect. Sorry, I lost my place. The main room you are led to has a domed ceiling covered in gold mosaic tiles. A long table is set for 12. And at the table you see Lord Adrillis, joined by Bim Balbona, his wife Felwyn, and Father Mackenzie. Looking around, you see that the room itself is filled with expensive decor, gold statues of men and women with impressive physiques, rich tapestries of impressive landscapes, and shelves of Fabergé eggs, miniature ships and bottles, and oversized jewels. It's a well-decorated room, but what grabs your attention the most at this moment are the well-decorated people at the table. And the looks of greeting they give you are far from uniform. So you have your array of individuals. Probably the first... Well, Adrillis will probably come and greet you first. Oh, so glad you could be here. You all look divine.
Oh, thank you so much. This is divine, actually. What a nice
It's just a small little, it's quaint, really. This is... nothing. Anyway, take your seats, of course. You can, sit wherever you like. And I'm sure I don't know if you formally met everybody that was at the auction. Did you meet Mr. Balbona? Yeah, we met. How you doing, y'all? You doing good?
Doing all right.
Yeah,
How
we're
about
doing
yourself?
great. It's good to see you again.
I'm doing good, just enjoying my time. Had a lot of fun at the auction. I don't often get invited to these little, gatherings or whatever. So it's it's pretty cool to just have these opportunities. And of course I got old Winnie right here with us. Gotta bring the wife along. She just sips her wine, just sort of...
Same.
I make eye contact with her.
Her eye twitches a little bit. I'm sorry, do you mind saying your name again, sir? I just didn't catch it. Father Mackenzie. I think I saw all of you at the auction, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I recognize all of you, but I don't know if we ever had a formal introduction, but pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, same to you. Can I roll an insight check? Just to
Absolutely.
See if
Yeah, what the
he's
fuck was that?
Someone feels weird about this dude.
I agree.
I know nothing. That's
I would like to roll. I would like to roll.
That's a 10.
Can I roll 2, or is that too
If
many?
you
Someone-
people?
Someone please roll because I rolled shit again.
I'll roll 2.
Damn it.
I rolled a
Nope.
17 insight.
That's really great because
Well, I only have a +1, so I got really lucky.
yeah.
I got a 16.
16. I mean, 17 insight. He definitely gives the vibe that he recognizes the majority of you. He will occasionally seem a little perplexed by... You see his eyes kind of dart towards Theron, and you remember that she used disguise self at the auction.
Oh.
And so he doesn't always... Or maybe that's why he doesn't recognize or seem
Well,
to
and
recognize
Allie
her.
wasn't there, was he?
You will also notice that his eyes will dart to Allie, and they will occasionally fall on you and linger a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oh.
wonder why. I'm sure there's no reason.
No reason. It's just.
There's no way he knows who I am.
Well, please, come sit down. We're just gonna have like a small, 7 courses or something like that. Just I don't want to go too big. We'll just start with just just small plates, like tapas or something, just to start out, and then we'll work our way up to the big courses. Could I interest you in any beverages? Any wine, champagne, hard liquor?
You have a dark, woodsy, kind of dark fruit wine.
Like a red wine?
Yeah, but I want specific flavors in it.
Specific notes.
Yeah.
Okay, like notes
Something
of
very heavy in tannin.
Oh, can be do. Can be do. Can be done.
Can be do.
Can do.
Milady.
Bidet.
Bidet. Bidet.
Anybody else need anything specific?
Joe.
Get some.
I'll take an ale.
Champagne.
I'd like some champagne as well. To
some
be
champagne.
Ooh, champagne, yes.
Well, it's only champagne if it's from the Champagne region of France.
We don't have
They
that.
have that.
Otherwise
They have that in
You're
Aurelia.
not familiar with the
They have-
Champagne region of France located in Aurelia?
Yes, there is a champagne in
I feel
Aurelia.
like if there were a champagne location, it would be in Alamthir. I feel like this is the vibe to be.
Ooh, it's local, even better.
After hearing this, Revan's going to take some champagne, some local champagne.
I'm sure you will absolutely taste it as a
Yum.
Warforged. With
Yeah, it's something. Did they actually? Yeah,
For sure.
He doesn't need food.
I
Oh yeah, that's right. You don't use it.
Do Warforged
You
taste
don't.
food?
You don't need it.
You
I don't need it, but
to.
do I taste it?
I don't think
I
you
actually
do.
don't know.
I guess
honestly
I think
don't think you do.
Okay, that's up to
You don't have a
Amanda.
tongue.
Sure.
What are you gonna taste it with? There's no taste
I don't-
buds in there.
There's only one.
His receptors.
Shut up, Casey.
What did
I
you
know-
say?
There's a character on Critical Role that's a Warforged FCG, and Sam Regal
FCG, yeah.
keeps trying to make it
To make the tongue canon.
that he has a flesh tongue. That's a real
They
does
put it
not.
on the new mini for FCG. They gave him
Oh,
a top.
I would expect nothing less. That's
Okay,
amazing.
okay. I have the 5 senses. They're just dulled. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
So I can
according
taste
to
that.
Private.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Cool beans.
If you want to taste
Dull.
things, then go for it.
But yes, I think we've got our drinks.
You don't get a
That
buzz
could be
as much as
fancy.
you
I'm
might
sharing whiskey.
otherwise.
Whiskey.
Sure.
Whiskey for Darren. I would like to make clear that I'm going to be sitting across from Father McKinsey.
I would like to make it clear that I am not sitting near him at all.
I'll go ahead and
Excellent.
sit right next to him, and I'll plop Allie down in the seat next to me.
And I should point out that Allie, you told him that he was to
Oh,
be
yeah.
your date, and you instructed him to get a matching outfit. He is in sort of like a cream kind of long coat and trousers with black boots, black polished boots, and he has like a pink cravat to match your pink dress. So. Yeah. So you are at dinner. A waiter or waiters go around and take all your drink menus. And eventually the beverages that you desire are brought to you. And you're sitting at this a swanky dinner with these interesting people.
I wanted to ask actually.
Sure.
So all the art and stuff, is it of anything that we would, I guess, recognize, or especially the figures,
Make
the
a perception check.
Because I was are these just random models for the? Oh, that's not great. Perception is even worse than I rolled for insight. That's a 9.
This is the nicest place you've ever been, so I think you're just I don't know.
Wow.
I mean, it's
Cool.
too much to really focus in on the finer details.
No, that's fair.
think Bim will kind of chime in first and just sort of say, hey, so, I'm still kind of learning the ropes of everything, but, and kind of only just now kind of learn a bit about y'all, but it seems like you're kind of like an adventuring sort or something. Am I correct in making that assumption?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you seem like mighty nice folk. I really enjoyed our chats at the auction. And I think I made mention that working on these kind of flying machines, And I'm just wondering if maybe I could interest y'all in, going on a test flight with me, maybe this week or something. I'd be with you, of course.
I would love that. That sounds
Sure.
like a great adventure.
So fun.
What are the nature of these flying machines? Actually?
It's a pretty industrial kind of contraption. I don't fully understand all the mechanics. I hired a guy, and a couple of guys, and they sort of handle that mostly. This is big, powerful kind of like engine, might be engines, might be more than one, and they kind of are able to lift the contraption up into the air.
Is this the first test? Is this
No. We've been running. Hells no. We've been running more than a few tests. We've had successful test flights. Several successful test flights. But it can be a bit dirty. We might have to provide you with some some outerwear or jumpsuits or some goggles, because all the smoke and the fumes can be a bit much. But
Okay, so it's like actively smoking while you're flying it right now. That's the level we're at.
how familiar are you with I don't know if you're familiar with engines and things that burn fuel and such.
I'm familiar with ships on the ocean, and that's about it.
Yeah, see, that's not quite the same, but I mean, they're both vehicles, so maybe there are more similarities than I'm thinking of, but I don't know. But that's the thing that we're trying to, I don't really know how to clean the whole situation up. That's the thing that you know what? That's the thing that most elven kind aren't super up to snuff with. I apologize if that's the inappropriate way to refer to your native people, ma'am. But yeah, they kind of would rather it be a bit more clean, but I'm just not. We're working on it. If you got any ideas, I'm love to hear them.
Well, it's not my forte, but if I think of something, I'll at least throw it out to you. I'm not sure that it'd be in any way helpful. Like I said, I really know very few things, so I'm learning all the time, though.
I feel that so hard, man. I feel like I also know very few things, but we're just trying to do the best we can.
I'm not sure you know as few things as I do, but that's fine.
I appreciate that compliment. That's real nice of you to say.
I'm gonna look to Allie real quick and be like, so which fork do I use when? And how do I...
Okay,
I'm trying to whisper.
You start on the outside and you work your way in, okay? Just copy the ones that I pick up, all right?
Can do.
Yep.
Oh, goodness.
Well, that'd be great if y'all could just accompany. We're trying to do a bit of a longer test flight and just see if we can carry a bit more people. We're just having a little bit of trouble getting volunteers. It's perfectly safe. I don't really know what the issue is, but
Yeah, it's something new. People are scared of the unknown.
Exactly. You understand.
Yeah.
I wish I could get old Winnie here to go up with me, but she keeps saying no, so just gotta listen to old wifey. She just continues to very quickly move through her glasses of wine and champagne. Well, that would be most helpful.
How, actually, you were saying you wanted longer flights. How long would this one be, do you think?
Maybe like 30 minutes? Not long,
Okay.
Just get up there, maybe do a little loop-de-loop, go back down. Like, this way loop-de-loop, not like this way loop. You know what I mean? We can't go upside down. That'd be bad news. That would be real...
I mean, Hoots here would be fine, but
Yeah, Hoots.
That's good.
Rest of us,
Oh, no.
not so much.
Oh, pause.
Oh, Caroline!
Hello, Carol!
We lost her.
Dang.
Carol done
She
disappeared.
She said loop-de-loops, I'm out.
I'm out.
So fuck that.
What happened?
I was exiting out of a window and I clicked the wrong one.
That's what I thought. I don't know
And
why.
it
I just had the
went
feeling.
silent. So, I'm here.
Let me fix my...
Whoopsies.
Oh, mercy.
Sorry, everybody. Sorry.
It's okay. What's
Not to worry.
to test fly?
All right. As the conversation with Bim starts to lull just a little bit, Adrillis will sort of chime in. Okay. Now, I wanted to talk with you about, like, the ship, okay? Because we're gonna do some repairs, and I'm wondering if, like, there's other things we should, like, include. Should we do just, like, a complete refurb? How do we feel about the color scheme? I mean, just... But I do want you to be able to get back on the water. You talk to me. Talk ideas. Let me hear what you have to say.
I mean, we had thrown around the ideas of a new figurehead.
Oh, absolutely. I've
full
already
moons.
got a man on that,
Great.
Yeah, we're working with, like, one big solid piece of wood that he's been carving. Honestly, it's probably gonna weigh a lot, but it's gonna be fine. We'll counterbalance it. We'll work it out.
Well, one thing that I noticed when we got in the fight with that, giant, really, really giant thing.
Is that what happened? I don't know if I got, like, the complete rundown. I don't always know what you guys are up to.
We
It
kind of
sounds
got
exciting,
ambushed
though.
by, like, a giant, like, extra giant dragon turtle, like, way bigger than a normal dragon turtle. Not sure what was up with that.
And those are bad.
And there's a what?
And those are
Those are
bad. That's a bad thing.
Yeah, they're bad.
Took some chomps out of the ship.
But what I noticed was that we only had cannons on one side of the ship, so we had to, like, do a little turnaround and make sure, like, if we could have maybe cannons on both sides of the ship, that would solve any repositioning issues we might need.
You have a single cannon on either side and then one at the back.
Oh, I thought you said we only had them on one side. Sorry, that was mine.
It's just the ballista, one ballista on either side, and the mangonels in the back.
I misunderstood that, I guess, during the fight.
You're
I thought
fine.
they were both
You
on
only
one
had the,
side.
like... I mean, there's only one cannon
could get
to
more.
shoot at it. So
We could just get more.
you could just get more cannons on both sides.
Yeah, I'll say
True.
2 on both sides then.
Okay, we could probably add another, cannon on each side. I don't see why not. You might want to increase your crew just slightly so that they can man them.
Yeah.
Actually, aren't you down a person anyway?
We are.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Then we should probably just start. I'll have my person. I'll have my people, start to spread the word, and we'll just foot that bill as well. Might as
That
well.
would be great. Yeah.
Don't see why not. Really. Let's see, what else?
Can I get an insight check about how Adrillis feels about
The cannon.
like spending all the money for this.
Oh,
Sure,
fucking
absolutely.
trip.
yeah.
I think
Because
we
I
done
feel
air
like-
one lick.
I don't know.
He seems lit, but I also don't
IRL
know.
me is like this. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it
that's
is
it.
his ship, but like,
He said earlier this party was like small fry, you know,
That is
and it's
true.
looking
yeah,
mighty nice to us. So I don't know.
18.
Nice.
He seems like the kind of person where like money is no object to him. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
I love
if
it.
he has like, I mean, I know he has a penthouse in Edgewater, and if this one is any indicator, like,
Yeah.
and he has one in like pretty much every major city, he said something like that. Yeah, that makes sense. That tracks.
Okay.
I got a question. What did you do to get all this money? I'm just like, I feel like did you like come up with this crazy business and like make it real big? I'm just like astounded. I'm trying to compliment. I'm just like astounded by what I'm seeing here. I've never seen anything like this before.
I mean, I feel like a lot of the wealth I have has been like inherited, but I mean, I don't know how lucrative the whole shipping thing has really been for me, to be honest. I've never given it much thought. I'll have to think about it. No, huh. I'll get back to you. Okay, so you want an extra cannon on either side. Okay. But, like, is there anything, like, more exciting than that? I'm just... Not that
what are you
cannons are...
thinking?
But no, what if actually?
Yeah.
Well, this may not be. Well, I mean, you can certainly help us with this if you want. But what if we had our own flag? Because I don't think we have one, do we?
Oh, we could do a flag.
Oh,
That's a good idea.
that could be
No,
fun.
we don't.
Yeah.
We should have one.
What are flags typically made out of? I suppose they're not, like, imported silk, right?
Yeah,
Probably needs to be more
because
durable.
when there's a storm,
Usually
sometimes
linen.
they get ripped up. Or there's
Linen?
Gotta last through a storm.
That's fair. Okay, it's gonna be the best looking linen ever.
Okay.
No, you could probably make one out of silk, and we could just put it up for really important meetings where,
Like a
like,
ceremonial flag?
Just
yeah,
hang
like
it
a
in the
ceremonial,
captain's
yeah.
quarters.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Like,
that's a
But
good
then
idea.
all the other times, it's just the cotton one in case it gets, torn or something.
Shit on.
Okay.
Or
Attacked by a
whatever.
dragon turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyday things.
Weird tentacly things.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What goes on
Yeah.
this flag? What is, like... What's the color scheme? What's the design?
I'm just thinking about the logo you drew, Amanda, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I don't think our characters would necessarily.
Well, this is just throwing this out of character. I was really thinking, should we tempt fate and put our damn coins smack on the flag?
I was wondering, but I'm like, again, yeah, I don't know. Yo ho ho.
Oh, that's a really good question, though.
I
Yeah,
know.
right?
Mm.
It'll definitely
honest,
draw
it has the
anyone who
vibes of-
knows what it is to us. Now, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know.
I'm gonna go with bad.
It just
Probably.
has the
Given what
vibes
we
of
found
having
in that book.
13 of everything on the ship.
What
Like-
good could come of them knowing that we have those coins? What good?
Well, we might get more information if we're able to subdue whoever comes toward us.
That's the if part.
Yeah.
I understand where you're coming from, Emily.
I do.
because,
I fully
like,
do.
That was just my first thought.
You say
Yeah.
that as
That's
if,
a good
like,
thought.
a flag depicting the coin would be the reason why trouble would come to find you. Like,
Not some like
I'm
You know,
extra
that's true, but it
planar
wouldn't
magic shit.
I mean, how about we just have an out of character? How about like a nondescript coin? Just like a coin as a reference,
reference.
but not. It doesn't have to be our coins, but it can be like, oh look, this is what has bound us together. But
Money.
not. Yeah. And Julius, we can just tell it. We can just tell it. Julius is a coin, and he'll be like, "Oh, money."
Well, what's your favorite kind of coin? We could put that on the flag.
My favorite, I mean, platinum's the worth the most.
Do you have like a house sigil?
I'm sure he does. I don't personally know what it is, but I'm
We
sure
could put
Adrenalis
that on the
does.
coin. And then it's like identifying it as a ship from your fleet.
Yeah.
The coin with his coat of arms on it.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. I like that idea. Okay,
How's
I'll talk to my designer and we'll do a mock-up and I'll just send you some sketches and sure. This is far more exciting.
This is exciting.
I mean, the cannons are fine, but
Well, the cannons are
All
necessary.
about the
This is
aesthetics.
fun, you know.
Can they be fancy cannons?
Yeah, as long as they work.
As long as they fire.
Yeah, that's.
He jots down, must fire.
Wow.
Okay.
Not decorative.
Great, so we're gonna work on some new decor, some new designs, fix up all the issues. And then, so, how has everything been going? Like the whole, what did I ask you to do again? What is it?
You asked us to map things out like
Right.
a cartographer.
Right, how is that, how's that been going?
How is that going?
Allie will probably, it's going pretty well. I found some of Arthok's, what he had been charting, and I've tried to add to it as we've moved around the, eastern side of Kadath, so.
You know, I'm really shocked Arthok actually did any work because of that whole thing where he was actually evil and all. So I can't believe he actually
he had
did
to
Yeah,
he had to
man.
maintain the air that he was.
He's still
doing
in
what
a
he
job.
said he was
I would have
doing.
known that he wasn't doing what he was supposed to. I mean, I don't know anything about that. He could have just been faking it.
I suppose.
That's true.
What was I going to say? Yeah, no, we've just been. I guess have we explored half the continent now? I guess now is that really?
We've done a good chunk, probably a good at least third of the coast of at least the main island.
Right, yeah.
And where are you planning to go next? What's next for the Yo-Ho-Hos?
So out of character, I get the feeling we shouldn't say Hangman Alley in front of Father McKinsey. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's just.
And weren't we gonna stop by Navalor before?
Yes, I think. I don't have the map in front of me, so now I've forgotten entirely what the.
We're just gonna keep going around the coast and finding what we find and.
Yeah, I think that's the general idea. Because we were gonna go Hangman's Alley, but I think we were just gonna get there on the way to just on the coast. I think.
Sure.
I think is the main vibe. So I think we'll just.
Yeah, we're just gonna follow along the coast.
I'm gonna regret it, but I'm going to the map.
Thank you. Yes, because Navalor is right down there. Yeah, so we were thinking to hit Navalor and then Hangman's Alley. Oh, by the way, question. The islands of Kadath, do they have a name? Or names? That we know?
Individual islands?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Okay, cool. I just didn't want to
No. They don't currently have names.
Great. Okay, cool.
I love that
appreciate
I
that.
literally can't even tell you what half of the cities are named because they're just covered up by other words that we made up.
Oh, I can.
Okay. I appreciate that, Amanda. My object permanence was not permanent, so
I feel that.
I needed to, yeah. Okay. So yeah, we'll just tell him staying true to the coast. I guess we don't have any plans to visit that northern island with Meldore and Ashrama. or anything, but we might. Who knows? I mean, we may as well at some point if he's wanting the coasts all mapped. But
clearly, it's not like that important to him. We can't even remember.
That's true. What am I saying?
Well, that sounds like fun. Great. You know, this has been like, this has been just a fun little like visit. Gosh, it seemed awfully serious right at the start, but we've had some fun times. The auction was really good. Got to chat with Mortimer and, sort of work out that bit of a partnership with him, which I'm pretty excited about. I don't know if y'all got a chance to see his like newest exhibit before you left Edgewater, but gosh, Harpy's Bane. What an exquisite ship. It just really is so impressive to look at, honestly.
Yeah, and such an important piece of history, too.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They just don't make them like that anymore.
Sorry.
But we can, though, because...
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. You darn tootin'.
So, okay, was when Idrilla said they don't make them like that, did he mean like the craftsmanship or like the flying?
Make an insight check.
Okay, because I definitely assumed craftsmanship and then opened his mouth.
Yeah, most of flying.
Yeah, I fully assumed flying.
I was like, what? So insight, that would be 19.
He seemed more like he was talking about the craftsmanship.
Yeah. So I would say, but we can though with your resources.
Yes. My designer's eye.
Yeah,
my
your resources and
taste.
All our heads together.
My deep pockets.
I wasn't gonna say that.
He said it for you.
That's right, you sure did.
Oh my gosh.
But no, it was really beautiful.
And like he'll talk to that a little bit, and Father Mackenzie will just sort of chime in. Actually, I wanted to ask you about your deep pockets. And why don't we go on and take a break, and we'll come back.
Oh.
That's interesting.
Concerning.
All right. So, Father Mackenzie sort of turns to Idrillis and says, speaking of your deep pockets, as you put it, I was wondering if maybe you would be interested in being a patron of my church, supporting us financially. Now, Idrillis is like, oh, I'm not really the religious sort, so you're gonna have to, like, work harder to sell that on me. And Father Mackenzie is sort of like, honestly, he doesn't really give the vibe of being flustered, just sort of like, moment of understanding before trying to like think through and change his tactics, so to speak.
So what kind of church are we talking about? You want to tell me about it? I've never been super religious, but I'm always open to have my mind changed.
Jesus.
He gives you a very warm smile. Well, I serve the goddess Shar, and should be most happy to have anybody serving her, especially one that seems to be so, you seem rather talented, and clearly this is a fine group of warriors.
Do I think he recognized who I used to be?
Give me an insight check.
I totally forgot that people were disguised too. That's so crazy.
Did you say nat 20?
No.
Nat 1.
Opposite.
It continues. My bad insights.
He's hard to read. There's something about just his general demeanor that seems like, I don't think rehearsed is quite the right word, but like it's just so particularly put together that it's kind of just hard to suss out realness or genuineness behind it. So, if you are interested in possibly walking down a more religious road, would be happy to discuss that further on any occasion.
Well, sure, I'll let you know if I feel like maybe that's for me.
Allie's kind of like, yeah, and if she decides to do that, then, you know, she will have the support of her friends, and we will all be there to have her back. And gives a very pointed look to Father Mackenzie.
We are sort of
And I like pat his hand. I don't need protection. I can take care of myself. But I appreciate it.
Father Mackenzie, like, sort of scoffs at Allie and gives him kind of a cutting glance. Yes, I'm sure Miss... Was it Isla?
Yeah, Isla.
I'm sure Miss Isla doesn't need anything from you.
I think maybe what he was saying was that we're kind of a package deal. Sometimes. Not all the time.
Understand. And
I'm not sure what you mean by that comment.
Well, I just...
No, not you.
Have you not considered that? I've considered... I don't know, we tend to be...
Claudia, not you.
Oh, shit, good, okay. I was like, what do you mean? Good, okay.
I simply mean that you seem like a perfectly capable, independent young woman, and you don't...
Insight check.
Yeah, insight the fuck out of this.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Sure.
23.
23. Okay,
Did I get more than
5.
that? Nope, I didn't. Yeah, no. I
Isla,
didn't.
you still can't read him. With a 23, you sense, like, weirdly placed hostility from Father Mackenzie directed towards Allie. You're not entirely sure why. Like, you can't, like, suss out the reason, but, like, he just doesn't seem to care for Allie. For whatever reason.
Fucking jealous or some shit? What the fuck?
It seems that way. Ugh.
I know, ugh is right.
Gross.
Now, Chi, you seem like a fellow person of the cloth. And how of your person of the cloth, like woman, man of the cloth, that means like holy person.
Religious.
Clergy,
Okay.
yeah.
That's, okay. Just making sure.
How have your holy endeavors gone?
Well, I'd say they've gone well. You know, we are never without our trials and our tribulations, but you know, we stay protected. It is a blessing, truly.
Yes, it's amazing what little things can seem like blessings. I don't believe I saw you at the auction, and he looks at you, Theron. What's your name? Oh, I can't, you're muted.
Oh, you're muted!
I'm thinking to myself.
Oh, okay.
Stay silent. Run away.
Yay! Please!
This guy's a creep.
Yeah.
I'll just say, I guess I'll just say Ronan.
Ronan?
Yeah, I think I said Theron at the auction.
I think you did.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Figured I'd take the chance.
If he's a cleric, then his wisdom's good, so
Yeah.
his insight might be popping.
Mm-hmm.
Oh well.
Yeah.
His inside is popping.
Well,
I wonder if there are like paladins of Shar or something. That'd be interesting.
It's,
I don't know what oath that would
Oh, that would be interesting.
it's a pleasure to meet you, Theron. Why weren't you with the rest of your friends?
Wait.
be. Did you
Sorry,
mean to say
I
Theron?
meant to say
oh, okay.
Ronan.
Okay, I was like, how good
That
was
was
his
me.
insight?
That was me. Why weren't you with the rest of your compatriots at the auction? Or were you there and I just missed you?
Must have missed me.
Roll deception.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
No, load the page. It's not right. It's a 13.
Well, it was an awfully crowded estate, so bound to happen. And it seems like
Yeah,
y'all
she
are
actually
just-
wasn't feeling well about halfway through and ended up going back.
Roll
I
deception.
love you.
yes, college of
I love
eloquence.
you.
Ugh.
17.
17. Okay. I need to retire this die. Go to the eyeball.
It's not entirely a lie.
I mean,
Right.
she was
That's
feeling
true.
poorly.
That's true.
She was
It's kind
drunk
of a
and
lie.
high.
Fucking
Yeah.
zooted it off her ass.
Oh my god. Good lord. Well, it seems like you'll have quite the task ahead of you, traveling around the islands or whatever it is you're doing.
What sort of things are you doing, actually?
Bit of traveling too, just sort of trying to gain support for my goddess and increase her following. We certainly hope to stop in Braillelock. I think there are a lot of lost souls there that could use a little guidance.
Write that down.
That's so. What's been? Has there been anything in particular going on in Braylock?
I haven't confirmed them myself, but I've heard that there are just a lot of people trying to sway others to what I would consider a dangerous course or sort of a false sense of being.
Amanda, is this the city I think it is that we talked about early on?
Maybe.
Okay.
Can I insight check?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Let's.
I know nothing. That's a 10.
Yeah.
Dirty 20.
Dirty
16.
20.
Very nice.
16.
I rolled a 12.
The dirty 20, I would say it's not necessarily that, like, you think he's lying, because, like, you think to some degree he believes everything he says, but it's not so much like, I don't know, you can tell that he probably views certain things as threats that most people wouldn't, and he's, I don't know, he kind of has that fanatic vibe about him, so what's a huge risky endeavor for him might not be for most people.
Good.
I would like. Oh, do I want to do that? Sure. Yeah. I don't know. I want to. I'll ask y'all about this. Because I don't know. I'm pussying out right now, but I would love to just like mind link to everyone like individually at a time, and then tell them like why I know Braylock, but I'm afraid. I'll do it anyway. Why not? Yeah, I'll just individually. I'll just be like, so Braylock is actually a city with a huge Salune following. So in case anyone wasn't figuring that out.
Well, I certainly wish you guys luck on your travels, and I'm very interested to see what you go on to accomplish and achieve. I certainly expect great things from you. You certainly give the feeling of budding heroes.
It's very kind.
Of course. At this point, I think Adrillis would yawn.
Apt.
Wow. Mackenzie, you're such a mood killer. Can we get another round of, like, champagne, please? That would be most welcome. Felwyn, you simply must switch to something else. You're going to pass out, woman. And Felwyn's just like, I don't know what you're talking about, and continues drinking her wine. They bring more drinks, they bring more food. You're welcome to bring up any other topics if you want.
What food are we eating? I'm just curious.
Honestly, they probably have a little bit of everything. Like, I imagine they bring out, like, it's gonna sound wrong, because I want to say, like, family style, like a big plate that everybody can pull off of, but, like, I get the image that he would bring out a bunch of options. So, like, you've got your red meat and your white meat and your fish and the veggie options, and you take what suits you best.
Darren's gonna get like all of the seafood, and like every single one just gonna inquire where they got the specific fish or shrimp or whatever they got.
I would imagine some of the fish is local, but some of it is, like, imported from, like, some schnazzy city somewhere else, and, like, oh, you know, we had this redfish expressly teleported in, you know, we kept it on ice, very fresh, like, I think they just caught it this morning, you know, we just try to...
Oh, perfect.
Oh, man. I'm gonna have to start capturing this chat.
Google Meet chat.
Because we still only get Roll20 chat. Joe said, turkey imported from Maine? With 3 question marks.
Nice High School Musical reference.
The highest echelon of society only knows what that reference is.
From Maine. Oh, man.
Yay.
That song. That's a good song, honestly.
Now I want you to make an NPC Sharpay that's like in this world somehow.
It's just Adrillis.
I was going to say, is that not true?
Delicious.
I mean, it's a masculine Agilis, I suppose, yeah. Or feminine Agilis, but yeah.
Yeah, but they bring you all the best food. Working their way to dessert.
Very nice. I guess, like, I would just kind of ask Adrillis, like, so I don't always know, which is why I want to ask, but we did invite someone who couldn't make it. Would it be okay if we assembled like a plate for them and took it to them later. I wasn't
want like a takeaway.
I think that would be good. I think
sure.
For them.
Do I need the chef to like specifically prepare them something? Like, is there a particular?
Absolutely, yes. That'd
sure. What should we send them?
Well, blood to drink would be good.
Oh my god!
Father McKenzie's like, ooh,
very
yes,
like
oh, you mean like
subtle
steak?
Very subtle.
So just like a really rare.
Yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Right.
He really likes things very, very rare.
Very rare, like almost. All right.
Might as well say no garlic either, huh?
I almost did.
I don't understand that. Some people find garlic very off-putting.
He just doesn't,
garlic breath
like
is no
it too
fun.
much.
Exactly. I mean, to each their own. But yeah, I think garlic.
Back in my family, we called it dragon breath.
Dragon. Oh, that's cute. I like that. All right. Rare steak. Yes, like a. Does he have a preferred cut? Or she? I don't know who would.
Expensive. That's the cut he prefers.
Expensive cut. Okay.
He shares your tastes, I'd say.
Yes.
Okay. Sure. We can do that. Absolutely. Any desserts or beverages?
I'm trying to think of
I'm gonna
what.
stop myself from saying
What did you want me to say?
I had to stop myself, but then I said it anyway. Blood pudding.
I thought that.
Blood pudding isn't.
I know it's not even a dessert.
Blood pudding is like sausage, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah. It's like congealed blood and oats.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Dude, it's so good. It's so good.
Pudding is
Ew.
pudding does not mean what it means to us over there.
Yeah,
That's
black
correct.
pudding
But
is
it's
really
immediately-
good.
Just because it has the word pudding in it, it's what I thought of.
Pudding.
Yeah, I probably like. Oh, I would say maybe I don't know. I was gonna say creme brulee, but that might not be like
Tiramisu.
tiramisu.
Can do. Absolutely.
Good idea.
Sure.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
say that. I think that will be just wonderful. Thank you.
Anytime. Sorry they couldn't make it.
Yeah. They wanted to come.
He's got a really important babysitting gig. He couldn't make it away.
Is it like a little teenager?
Yeah, exactly like that.
Very, very high maintenance.
Yes, I hear that kids are. I don't. Not really my thing.
I can attest it's a lot.
Yeah, kids definitely they are a lot. They're also the best thing.
Well, to each their own. You can have like the things that you like, and I agree to disagree.
Fair enough.
They bring out desserts. Again, it's sort of like they sort of have like a sample board. You can sort of taste, figure out what you want, and then they will bring you the full dish after you choose. Yeah, and it's a big assortment. There's various ice creams, there's tiramisu, there are types of cakes, sorbets, all the like, baked
That's amazing.
and non-baked. So you can partake of whatever you want.
I go for whichever one looks the most expensive.
Yeah, that's
Some
good
of
idea.
the desserts literally have like, they're that ludicrous expensive that have like gold shavings on them.
Is there like the flaming skull cake that?
A flaming skull.
Those are so cool.
Yeah, they like pour. Oh, I guess
They
it's
pour,
not
like, the
flaming.
liquid.
They
Yeah.
pour something really like hot chocolate on top of the chocolate skull, and it like melts and.
And it's got like the liqueur in it, and you like
Yeah.
hide it. Yeah,
I'm unfamiliar with the skull variant, but
Oh.
sure.
it's really cool.
I'm sure this is like a, made to order, you can request specific things and they'll find a way to make it happen.
Well, I just want a piece of cherry pie if they have that.
Honestly, they probably have to make you a cherry pie because it's a bit generic for like what they normally go for. But yeah, they can bring you some cherry pie. Of course. But yeah, the rest of the dinner kind of passes without issue. I mean, there's obviously like awkward tension with Mackenzie.
Has he said anything to anybody else, or has he just been there quiet?
Like, I think he'll like kind of like chime in, but like I think because he was such a downer, Adrillis like goes out of his way to exclude him from conversation.
King shit.
Bim's oblivious. Felwyn really doesn't contribute to the conversation at all. She's just drinks.
Yeah. God.
She's there.
She really is like the wine aunt.
Yeah.
Real Housewives of Alamthir.
Mm-hmm. But like, I mean, Bim and Adrillis and all of you guys, very pleasant.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but the evening passes without issue, and Bim will leave you like a means of contacting him, for whenever you would like to do the test flight. So
he said we should do that within the next week. Is that what he said? Or
yeah, sometime this week.
Okay, I mean, great. It's not like
we have ship repairs going on anyway.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say we're not doing anything else.
Anywhere.
That's
Exactly. Does anybody, so like after the dinner concludes, does anybody want to do anything or?
I'd like to talk to Allie.
Sure.
So I'll like pull him aside, I guess, once we get back to the ship or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and be like, so that was, now I'm not smart enough to really pick up on things, but that felt like a really, really weird comment from Father Mackenzie, and it really kind of pissed me off. And I don't know why he would make a comment like that. It's not like y'all know each other, not really, right?
No, I don't. I haven't had any personal interaction with Father Mackenzie. I just know his reputation.
It felt like he had some sort of vendetta specifically against you.
Yeah, no shit. It was weird. And I didn't really like the way he was looking or talking to you. Not like, he just seemed creepy.
Yeah, I didn't much like it. And I can't pinpoint why, because I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of dumb. I couldn't like tell that he was lying or nothing, but it just felt weird.
I don't get it though, because like, he didn't know you before. Like, he didn't come onto the scene until after you know.
Well, and I didn't feel like he recognized me as like who I was.
Yeah, you're also not the
Smart.
most observant all the time. You look great, by the way.
How do you?
Thanks. Thanks for making me wear pink in some...
Yeah, I figured it'd be kind of fun.
That's a word. It's a word for it.
Look, you managed to make it as little pink as you could. But I appreciate you matching.
Tried really hard. Yeah, I don't like that guy.
I'm trying to figure out if we need to break into his ship and figure out what the fuck's up with him.
We could try that.
He's giving me really bad vibes.
I'm also, like, I feel like we don't know enough about him.
So we can break in and find out
more about him. That's an idea.
We could also ask Mortimer to, like, look into all his bullshit, too.
How well-versed is Mortimer on, like, pirate stuff?
Probably not very.
Isn't the pompous pale guy, what's his name?
You mean our vampire friend?
Yeah, what's his name?
Why am I blanking? I'm literally blanking so hard right now.
Escher.
Literally, like, I could not. I'm like,
You were staring at me and I was like,
Oh my
what
god.
are you waiting for? I've known him for years.
I'm distressed. This is why I wasn't ever a good test taker.
Oh man, hard relate.
Shut up, Caroline.
Fake man. Oh man. I mean, didn't he say he was like some intelligence guy or something?
Yeah, I don't think he likes me very much, though. I don't need to be the one to ask him. I think I like.
I didn't feel like
come
it
off-
was you. I feel like he really doesn't like Theron.
Yeah, but I think I came off too strong, and he doesn't like me.
Well, you have a very, how do I put this? You have a very delightfully loud personality. And
Insight check.
you can make one if you want to.
Good idea.
19.
19. He's just trying to like, he's a little like awkward because he's like, I mean, he's trying to be polite and not upset your feelings. I mean, I
You could have just said I'm loud. It's fine.
okay, well, I just didn't want to step on any toes.
I appreciate that, but that's not something that would step on my toes. I know I'm a lot.
Well, I'm glad you're aware.
Maybe we should ask, like, I think he really likes Hoots and Chi a lot. And I think he likes Revan too, so maybe we could have one of them ask him to look into it. I mean, we gotta, like, bring him in for the heist anyway. It's not like we're gonna keep this super quiet, so.
Yeah. Sure. That's fine.
Okay. We can, we gotta drop off his food anyway tonight. We could just bring it up.
I can't believe you just said he likes blood. You just said it. Like,
Well, he probably does want to drink some blood sometimes.
maybe. I don't know. I don't know how they work. I don't know if all this stuff in books is real.
Yeah, me neither. I just kind of threw it out there. I don't know a lot.
Yeah.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
You said it now. Let's get back to the group and we'll
confer all of that
Yeah.
information to the group.
Exactly. Yeah. Mhm. So they return and confer or relay all this information.
Well,
Yeah.
I guess. Good.
I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, he's a creep.
I guess if we wanted to do a heist, we could do it when we probably see him in Braylog.
True.
Well, isn't his ship right here?
We could also do it
right
here.
before we leave, and then if things go topsy-turvy, we can get the fuck out.
I mean, except we can't. Our ship's being repaired right now.
That's why
Yeah.
she said right before we leave.
Yeah, she means
Oh,
like
true.
when we're. Yeah.
That
We're
means he's got
all-
to stay for that time while the ship's being repaired.
Mm.
He might not, but if he does,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Father Mackenzie. We're gonna break into his ship.
I mean, we'll see.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
I don't know shit.
You know what I just thought?
Nat one, by the way.
Love the nat ones. Yes.
What'd
I
you just
totally
think?
didn't insight him at all when I asked if he knew why Father Mackenzie had a vendetta against him. But it's fine.
Oh, well, that happens though sometimes with people, like in general. Like sometimes there are people that are like I've never talked to them. I don't know why they're mad at me, but then that person has like a specific stupid reason.
The way he sighed with Father Mackenzie, I was like, what's going on there?
Well, I mean, I will point out, when y'all arrived in town, he's like, stay away from this guy. I've heard he's a creep.
He did say that.
He did say that.
But I mean, you never know. You never know.
Well, let's go bring food to Escher.
Yes.
Go get him his meal.
All right.
I can tell him all about how I said he wanted blood to drink and ask him if that's really a thing.
So you head over to the Vermilion Shades ship, or what's, I guess, their ship, at least here. And you go aboard. You find Escher in his office. How was your party?
It was interesting, but mostly fun. How was you didn't have any problems with things trying to get in, did you?
What?
The elemental things?
Oh, sorry. No. All quiet here.
That's good. One less thing to worry about for the time being, at least, I guess.
For today. Well, I'm glad it was good. And you are all here because...
Got your doggy bag.
I told him to get me the most expensive cut of steak, really, really raw.
Oh, thank you. Delightful.
Do you actually drink blood? Is that like a thing that you like to do?
I don't know if like is the word. It's a thing that I do. We just have like we kind of worked that out. I have this sort of like alchemical cup, and it just fills.
Oh.
Like on command. It's kind of fantastic.
Does like black pudding count? Like, does that?
Normally it's supposed to be like fresh. And honestly,
Not, like,
I mean, the stuff in the
congealed and
cup's
fried.
not super great because it has that like artificial taste to it.
Oh yeah.
It's like a real cheap wine, you know. It gets the job done, I suppose, but at what cost? You know, had it all worked out before, but some people were just really not vibing with it. Like, honestly, most people, as long as you ask nicely and you're pretty transparent up front, they're super chill with a lot of stuff, but whatever.
Consent is key.
You become well known and then suddenly we have to keep up appearances or whatever. Who gives a shit? Sorry, what were we talking about? I feel like I got off on a tangent. I'm just very tired these days. And I don't have to sleep, so for me to be tired is just kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. I feel exhausted.
Got a lot on your plate.
Stress will do that.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Was there anything else you needed? I'm not really looking for like a group therapy session.
Oh no, we just wanted to drop off your to-go plate.
I'm gonna look at Revan and be like, someone who he likes needs to ask him the question about Father Mackenzie.
Did you talk to us about that?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, that's true. It did. It did. Yeah. I forgot about that part.
Well, I don't know where you get the idea that he likes me.
Are we having this conversation just openly?
Probably. We got a question for you, and I didn't want to be the one to ask it because I think you think I'm a lot, and that's like a thing, you know.
You're all a lot. I mean, anyway.
Do you know anything about Father Mackenzie? He came off really creepy, and we don't like him. Ooh.
I'm familiar. Super creepy cult pirate person. Right?
Yeah.
Bought a bunch of scrolls at the, or like texts or something at the auction. He's been in town. He keeps pestering Adrillis for money. Am I missing anything?
That's
all right so far.
That's basically all we know.
Is he a threat? I mean, I was just keeping an eye on him because, I mean, he seemed to bump into you and seems to be in contact with some people that you know. And at least at the time, I was very curious about who you all were. So, you know, keeping up tabs on all the branching out individuals. He just seems sort of like extremely bizarre, but I mean, I'm not super aware of like the inner workings of his crew or, you know, what he's trying to do at large. Should I be?
I mean, to be as objective as possible, I think everyone we've talked to about him says the same thing. I don't know that he's done anything in particular, so, but that doesn't mean he couldn't.
I mean, from what I have read up on him, he's rather new to this pirating thing. Like, really only popped up in the last 2 years. You know, like, I don't know, I feel like his biggest reputation is just being, like, creepy and culty. I don't think he's done anything, like, overtly sinister that I know of. Doesn't mean he hasn't, but, I mean, just haven't
But I
noticed
think
it.
if that's what people pick up on, I think that is something to think about and to be concerned about.
Well.
Yeah, especially because, weren't you saying that the goddess he serves is kind of evil?
Not kind of, definitely evil. And I didn't want to bring it up because I understand not everyone's religious and stuff, but it is true that if you can read about it, it's in black and white.
Religious or not, like, gods are a thing, like, period.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes. I guess, I just came from, Adrillis really did not want to talk religion at all, so I'm still, I guess, in that mode. He worships Shar.
Okay,
and
sure.
Yeah, so I think it's a problem, but I am biased.
Well, question for you, Escher.
Mm-hmm.
You've just kind of summoned us aboard before. If we needed a quick escape from, like, say, a heist job, could you get us out real quick? We count on you for something like that?
I love
like
this.
Sort of like a one-trick sort of...
Oh.
Hang on, I can look into it, alright? It's just... teleportation's not exactly my thing. It's not that I haven't been working on it, but it's not...
Zephyr's thing.
Honestly,
we plan on breaking into Father Mackenzie's ship to try and find more out about him, and
let me pull up his character sheet, Escher's, because I don't fully remember.
I'm very curious what his class is.
Don't fully remember his. Wow,
spells.
Molly is just full on snoring.
Marcel was doing that earlier today. He was just sitting behind me in a little bed.
Sawing load.
Sure. Molly is a bit of a deeper snorer.
He's a bit of a bigger dog, too.
Yeah.
Bigger larynx.
Doesn't have the brachycephalic, like, constricted airway.
That's a made-up word.
Brachycephalic?
That's a made-up word. That's not English.
I mean, it's probably. I mean, it's got.
It is an
Latin
actual word, but yeah.
Or Greek roots. I don't know.
Greek roots, yeah.
Greek roots. Those.
I don't know if I could teleport you out. I'm not sure. Don't know if
We might be able to. We might be able to like hit up Mortimer, see if he might be able to do that.
Or know someone who would.
He might be able to.
Are Fortune's Favored still in town?
They are still in town.
Might be able to like ask Noel or Ren to do us a solid.
Yeah.
Noel might not be down, but Ren definitely would.
Yes, that's true. And it'd be nice to see them and them not be so stressed out, because I know the last time we saw them, it was fresh off of getting Rothog.
Yeah. And like Noel and Ren passed out for like 4 days.
Yeah.
What is... I'm sorry, I'm looking at,
Oh, you're good.
looking at Mortimer's spell sheet. I feel like this was intentionally done. Not giving
No one has
NPCs the ability to teleport people.
I think so, because you were so frustrated.
Something.
Hold on.
Car.
Oh, man.
Yeeting ourselves across the road to Holodar.
Well, you're welcome
sorry.
to at least go talk to them, and they're certainly still in town. I'm not sure for how much longer. You know, it's been a bit. They've had a time, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think any of them have teleported.
We're not surprised.
No.
Well, you know what?
Worth a
Even if
shot.
no one has teleport, we can always just run.
You do have legs. That is true.
Great observation.
I
Yes.
could swim. I could even jump off the ship and swim, but I don't know that everyone else can do it.
Oh, we'd have to use up a lot
You
of our
don't all
potions.
know how to swim?
Well, I can.
Well,
You've
swim
been
better than
traveling on
some
a
other
boat
people.
for, like, what, 2 months now?
No,
3
they
of us can swim fast.
Some
I'm
of us
can
weigh
fly.
a lot,
And then-
okay?
One of us sinks.
Do you need some arm floaties?
I'm trying
No,
to-
I'll just walk on the bottom.
Continental shelf just cruising.
I could do that. Okay, so
Well, thank you so much.
all right. Am I supposed to do anything? We talked a lot about what?
Oh, just look into Father Mackenzie if you could. He's like really creepy, and he gave me really bad vibes. And
Okay.
like, I don't know.
If you have time and can, it's no big
Yeah.
deal if you
Check.
can't.
I mean, I can. I'll be in town for a little while. I mean, me and Mortimer are trying to iron out the finer details of everything, and it's a bit. There are some discussions coming up that might be a bit tense. Just, you know, trying to get everybody on the same page. But sure.
Insight check?
Sure.
Question mark? I know it's a
I haven't
stretch
thought about it.
because I don't know what I would ascertain.
What do you mean by everybody? Who's everybody?
I got a 17.
17.
Yep.
I mean, he seems perfectly genuine in what he's saying.
Yeah.
By everybody, I mean, like, you know, you sort of implied that there's, like, a world threat. So we're
yeah.
trying to, like, bring people up to speed and figure out what's best to do about it. And that's, you know.
Correct.
That makes sense.
How astute of you to observe that.
I'm really smart. We've talked about this already today multiple times.
That's great. Because you need the constant reminder, or because you being smart
No,
is
because
just an
I'm not.
ever-present fact on your mind?
No, because I'm not smart. That's yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's brand new information.
I know.
This is a great conversation. Thank you for the steak. I think this will pair nicely with a good Malbec or something,
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll leave you to it then. Enjoy.
Sure.
Wish you could have been there. It was fun, but definitely understand why you couldn't.
I appreciate you inviting me, though.
Always good to have friends.
Of course.
It did seem like something you would enjoy as well. So
Sure. All right, and y'all are able to leave, and I guess go back to your boat.
the life of Samuna be upon you. Yes.
Light of solution. Why don't we pop out and then pop back in?
Yeah, good idea.
All right.
Yeah. Art.
You had dinner with Adrillis. You have delivered leftovers to Escher and kind of told him to look into Father McKinsey. And you went back to your boat to sleep for the night. Is there anything else that anybody wants to do?
I kind of want to ascend to. I think I'll send to my father.
Your father.
Who's? Let me remind myself of his name. His name is. Yes, Jay Yamikani.
Jay.
Because I want to tell him about the flying machines and stuff. Because I feel like as a business magnate, he would just want to know. So I'll just say hi Dad, I'm okay. I actually just learned of efforts to make an industrial flying machine. And if you hadn't heard already, I think you should know. I thought of you. Love you.
Yeah, you'll probably hear something back to the effect of always good to hear from you, Moonbeam. That sounds really interesting. Let me know if you think that's something we should invest in.
I'll do another sending, and I'll say, me and my party were invited to be on a test flight, so I will let you know how that goes. It's supposed to be about 30 minutes.
Sure. He'll tell you to be safe and that he loves you and looks forward to hearing from you.
Excellent.
Anybody else doing anything? Just go to sleep?
I kind of want to get the party together. Gather in the dining hall or wherever we eat or whatever.
Yeah.
And say, so we've been traveling together for a little bit, and started to really enjoy being with you guys. So, I decided to pick some things up. They're not extravagant, but just I guess little presents to let you guys know that I like being with you guys. So I'm gonna pull out from the bag a little leather-bound book that has some embossed phases of the moon on it, and a little inkwell and quill. Got you some stuff because you had asked me about journaling, and figured could do well with a journal and some writing utensils of your own. So here you go.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And and you put faces of the moon. This is very nice. Thank you so much.
I'm glad you like it. Isla. I'm gonna reach into my bag, pull out the knife that I got made from one of the dragon turtle teeth. Since you landed the killing blow on that dragon turtle, I got this made for you. Use it well.
Isla, you can treat that as a +1 knife.
This is so
That's so
cool.
cool.
That's what you were doing in Alavir.
That's what I was doing. I did drop the samples off at Mortimer's, but I took a little detour. So that's why it took me a little bit of time. Theron, I'm gonna pull out a black bandana. Since I know you disguised yourself and went by a false name for a while, feel free to wear this if you're ever not comfortable showing your face. You wouldn't have to disguise yourself. You can just put it over half your face.
That was so thoughtful.
Revan, my young buddy.
He's on you too.
I'm gonna reach into my bag, pull out a book.
Or 4, right? 4, sorry. I was 2. Revan's 4.
So, since you're fairly young, or at least don't remember much before 4 years ago, I got you a little book on some history of the War of Dragons, that kind of stuff, just for a little bit of history of things that have happened in the world.
Thank you. Revan will take it and start studying it tonight.
Orlana, I'm gonna pull out the holy symbol of Umberlee. I don't know if this will help. I don't know much about gods and shit, but I figured having one less angry water thing after you couldn't hurt. This is like a little pendant.
Thank you.
And
I'll put it on.
And I'm gonna go over to Hoots, put my arm around him, and pull out the little pouch of shuriken. Got these for you. I still don't know too much about you, but I figured you could probably put these to good use.
Oh, Hoots definitely goes and hugs his leg, and then starts
I'll hug him back.
Starts eyeing and toying with the shuriken.
So, not much, but figured I could get you guys a little something while we were in town. And I mean, we just got paid, so fuck it. Why not?
That's Aaron. Thank you.
You're very
I hope
welcome.
this helps me stay here with you all and not get snatched.
Yeah, like I said before, if they come again, we'll be with you.
Yes.
We won't let them take you.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
Wonderful.
wow, that was amazing, Benji. I'm like,
He's been messaging me about, like, the different
That's
presents
so
he's wanted to
sweet!
show. Oh, my God.
I think the first message was like a full month ago.
Mm-hmm.
So sweet. So
Yeah.
tender.
This has been in the works for a while.
Hmm.
oh
Lovely.
my goodness.
Anybody else got any surprises to spring on everybody else, or just go to sleep?
Funny that you went. No.
Oh god.
Just kidding.
That'd be really funny. Oh god. No, I mean she like once like, you know, people are like going away, she's just like is writing in the book immediately, like, dear diary. Blah 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 blah.
Absolutely.
Mm.
I assume you also have much to, like, pray about and ponder after your awkward chat with Father McKenzie.
Oh my goodness. She's just like she's like praying before she goes to sleep, and it's just like Just like, though I walk in the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for the light of Selune pierces the darkness of Shar. Amen.
Amen. Oh, amazing. As you say amen, you feel a hand at your back, a gentle, reassuring hand at your back, and your vision goes dark for a second and is replaced with a starscape and 2 moons shining brightly overhead. Not the boob version, but actual moons.
Oh?
No, they're in various phases. And you hear this voice that sort of it's kind of like sourceless. You hear it mostly in your mind. And you hear it say, I have tried to keep my distance in accordance with the vow I made to the protectors of this realm. But twice I have felt a presence that I thought was gone forever. I trust you are familiar with my sister, my opposite in every way, Shah. Though we oppose each other now, there was once a time when we were practically one and the same. We were so close we viewed ourselves as 2 sides of the same being. We did great things together, brought balance, created life. One of our greatest creations was Chantia, the golden goddess of nature, agriculture. Our actions brought her about, her existence, and in kind she gave us a gift. Matching talismans that, like us, were 2 parts of a whole. These crystal pendants were beautiful. This beautiful red gem. They were imbued with powerful magic, tied to our very beings. These gifts were great boons that could empower us, but as with any power, it can be devastating in the wrong hands. I thought they were gone, long gone. Lost during the Great Collapse, when war and loss were all we knew, and me and my sister had solidified ourselves as adversaries in each other's eyes. But I'm beginning to doubt. I fear that perhaps they exist, or worse, they've fallen into mortal hands. The magic of these crystals would be too much for any mortal soul. One alone would drive you mad, causing you to twist into a dark, deranged version of yourself, and something that I'm sure your own kin would struggle to recognize. But if someone to possess both at once, surely it would overwhelm them. They would perish. I fear, and that's why I'm reaching out to you. I fear more than them falling into mortal hands. I'm afraid that they would find their way to my sister. If she had her own talisman, the one she was originally gifted, fine. Would enhance her power, but it wouldn't cause much of a problem. But if she were also to possess mine, I fear what she could do. Dampen my magic, siphon my power, I'm not sure. I struggle to sense them when they are apart, but when they are together, their presence is unmistakable. Twice I have felt them draw close to each other. Shah will have noticed this too. You must be on guard, child. I have no doubt that the darkness will make its move to snuff us out.
Is this Is this a monologue? Do I get to? Is this?
You feel like you could probably. I mean, you could certainly try to ask a question.
Okay. Twice she has felt them be close, but is there a location that could have happened?
They seem awfully near wherever you are.
Because I'm like, well, we saw Father Mackenzie twice. So does he have one? Does he have the shards? But who has Salunes, though? I will take your words and I will set them on my heart and I will do my due diligence and find these talismans you speak of.
Thank you. I feel we will not be able to converse much with each other. I don't want to upset the balance of things, but I worry that this threat is far greater than me meddling.
I see. With your light, my path will be shown and will be revealed.
And I will do my best to keep that light constant, child. You have anything else you want to say?
I don't think so. I'm genuinely just like, so yeah.
She will... The voice leaves your head, and your vision returns to normal.
I kind of want to do I go to sleep or do I send? I feel like I have to send. I don't know. I feel like this is very. I'm just thinking of the characters at this point, but I feel like she would honestly just wake people up.
That kind of does seem like something Chi would do.
Do it. Yeah, do what your character would do.
So I think yeah. So she goes, and I mean she's very nice about it. She if she almost is bad at waking you up because she doesn't want to, because she knows that you're sleeping probably, but she'll just be eventually she'll gently tap or something,
Do you wake up everybody?
I would like to.
Okay. Yeah. Entire crew or just the core?
I would say the Yo-Ho-Hos plus Allie.
Okay.
I think that is the most pertinent people to know. And so very timidly I go and I gather people, wake people up, gather them, and I'm like, you're not going to believe this because I don't believe it. But I mean, we were just talking about Salune and Shar, and it's not just that we're running into Father Mackenzie and he's creepy. There's something going on. You might know of the goddess Chantia, goddess of agriculture and nature, things like that. She was created by Salune and Shar, and she gifted them these talismans, these artifacts of great power, and they were thought to be long gone, but they are not. They are somewhere. They're somewhere in Aurelia. They are somewhere here, and twice they have come into close contact with each other, and I don't know where, but they're somewhere here, near where we were. And Father Mackenzie might have something to do with it, but I don't know. I wish I knew more. But these things, they cannot go into the wrong hands, and they can cause great distress to anyone that could, hold them. Any mortal. I'm trying to think of anything else. Oh, it was. But this could be another big problem. Another worldly.
Allie's like, I'll add it to the list.
I know. We just sealed Arthok, and now this.
You said they came into contact or close contact twice.
Yes.
I'm just trying to think about places we've.
With Father Mackenzie, maybe.
I just
we've
wonder.
Come into contact with him twice.
That's what I was wondering. It just seems too. It seems too apt to be coincidental.
Like we've come into contact with him twice.
Everybody who was at the dinner tonight has come into contact recently twice with each other.
Yeah.
That's
true.
It's kind of a wide pool of people.
Adrillis likes collecting
things.
Anything, really.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Wouldn't surprise me if he had it and didn't even know what the fuck it was.
That's true, but I also... Yes. I guess I just wonder how something like that can go unnoticed, because...
What are they? Do we even know it? Like, what are they?
They're these talismans, these jewels, and they have great power, and one is designated to each sister, to each goddess, and all I know is that if in the hands of a mortal, one of them would greatly change them and alter them to where they were almost unrecognizable. I don't know if that means physically or mentally, maybe
that
both.
Could explain why Father Mackenzie's so creepy.
That's what I was wondering. I was wondering if maybe
explanation for that. That man is unhinged.
I'm wondering if he has the Shar one. But that leaves the question of where the Salune one is. But I wonder if that was at the auction or if that was in... I don't know.
What kind of gems did you say they were?
Salune said red, right? Like, isn't that what she said? DM?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah. Red. Kind of like, honestly, that it makes sense, actually, because the symbol of Chauntea is this sort of red flower. So, yeah, red gems of some kind. Also, if one person had both, they would perish. That there's no way they would survive housing both. And if Shar were to reclaim her own gem, that would be fine. It wouldn't. The consequences wouldn't be nearly as disastrous if, say, she were to get Salune's.
Out of curiosity, Isla, what happened to that earring you had?
Oh, well, Allie had it.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Got rid of it.
You got rid of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Inside.
So that rules that out.
Did I ever tell y'all you got rid of it, though? Okay, I had no idea what happened. I told y'all what that thing did, right? Or did I not?
I don't know if you did.
No.
No,
Oh,
you've
that thing
never.
fucked me up.
You've never told the party.
It got in my brain and made me want to hurt people.
Oh.
And I think
Casey.
16.
I got an 18 inside.
16.
Good. That's what got higher than me.
oh, for him getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I would like an insight on that too.
Yeah, you should.
12. I'm lower, but
12.
Just because it's something concerning Isla and how he feels about Isla.
He seems genuine.
Okay.
What did you do with it when you got rid of it? Did you throw it in the ocean?
Yeah, I just tossed it overboard. I just didn't want it near.
Did you do it like
near
here?
See her
Like, is
do that
that-
twice, I guess.
Well, see,
If you did it near here, like I'm concerned someone could have grabbed it somehow.
I think we hadn't quite arrived at Alamthir yet. So it'd be somewhere off the coast, but
Then I wonder then if that was Shar's, and then Father Mackenzie got it.
well, there were
Well, I don't know.
2 of the earrings, I think.
well, one of them's gone. I mean, it
Yeah.
was
One was
shattered.
shattered.
Did you
So-
have this earring when we went to the island?
No, I had this earring before I woke up and couldn't remember anything. I think that's what made Jack go insane. And when I woke up on the beach, it was shattered, and I found the new one. I didn't know what I just thought it was. I didn't know what it did. I just thought it looked familiar, and I was like, oh, I wonder why. And I touched it, and it like immediately messed me up. But I got that in the shipwreck. I found it in the shipwreck.
It's just really puzzling then. So they're copies or something? Or were they both?
Well,
We don't even know.
one of those has been destroyed, so I don't know
Right.
necessarily that
Well-
those are what you're looking for.
We don't even know that it's the same one. Someone could have taken it and replaced
true.
it with like a shattered.
That's true. But what you were saying, it sounds like it fits the description. But yeah, we don't know.
Whoever did whatever they did to you could have taken it.
Yeah.
I think that person's in the room with us right now, Theron.
No, like on the island, like that.
On the island with the like.
After you, somehow I'm still
memory
alive,
wipe it
I
up.
guess. Is
Yeah.
what you're talking
That might.
Oh.
That might explain why Father Mackenzie was looking at her, kind of
Well, but I wasn't
Creepy,
wearing the
yeah.
earring.
right. But what I'm saying is he might have recognized you from
You
that.
think he brought me back to life?
What? He wasn't even like a.
That's true. He wasn't a pirate then, right?
He wasn't a
what?
pirate.
When
Wait.
did he become a pirate?
Esther said he became a pirate 2 years ago.
How long ago did you wake up?
Is it 2 years ago?
Isn't it 2 years? I thought it was 2 years.
I thought it was.
I'm
2
checking my
years.
notes. Give me a second. Yeah, 2 years ago.
Oh. So
But
Father Mackenzie
it
isn't
was
just
like-
creepy.
It was like shards. It was. I remember waking up with like the red shards in the sand.
I mean, it's shards. Could it be
Glass.
mended, put back together?
Or could have been a fake. Could have been like stained glass or
Yeah,
something.
that's
That's
what
what
I
I'm
was thinking.
wondering.
If
Yeah.
these are like fantastical talismans, what even happens to them when they're destroyed? Like,
I don't know that. I don't know that.
Can they be destroyed?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know anything about these kinds of things, but I feel like divine artifacts would be hard to destroy by mortals. They
Okay,
could
so
probably be destroyed by gods, though.
if these earring things are these talismans, then why did 2 of them come into contact when Allie threw one over the side of the ship and it's in the ocean? So how would that happen then?
Maybe
It didn't did it get recalled to you like our coins, Allie? Is it on you and you don't even know it?
I don't. I'm wondering if Father Mackenzie, if he is connected to you, which I'm almost certain at this point. If you woke up with that earring shattered, maybe it was a fake. He thought it was real, and he's been looking for that, and he might have found it. But then I don't know where the other one is, though. That's the only thing.
Well, one of them's in the ocean. So how did they come into contact? I guess.
Well, presumably.
Or is it just being that close?
Maybe you sailed over it? I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, maybe it isn't... I don't know.
We don't even know if these are the same.
Yeah.
That's true. We don't. It just
seems... Just a theory.
A D&D theory.
Thank you.
God damn it, Matt.
I had to make a reference. I'm sorry.
No.
No, I'm glad you did because I was thinking it.
Well appreciated.
They do seem to fit a lot of the details that we know.
Yeah, they really do.
Do we need to find this one that's in the ocean? And
they're both red?
Yes! Yes!
There can only be one set of red jewels in the world.
No.
The dots are connected.
Guys, I need you to understand.
Shit.
I need you to understand that I can cast locate object. I think I can find it that way. Let me remind myself.
Read the spell description.
I know that
1 mile.
Yeah, we just have to get close enough. Hang on. It says this is a 2nd level spell. 2nd level divination. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you. So not a mile, 1,000 feet. Its concentration up to 10 minutes. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific object known to you as long as you have seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. I feel like we've all seen this earring.
I was wearing it for I
feel like we can do that. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain kind of apparel, jewelry, furniture, tool, or weapon. This spell can't locate an object if any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet, blocks a direct path between you and the object.
So I guess we could try it near Father Mackenzie's ship and see if it pings.
I would say, yes, Father Mackenzie's ship, but I would say anywhere. Father Mackenzie's ship is probably the best bet.
How does that work for, because there's, 2 of these things, supposedly? Well, I guess if one's destroyed, then there's just one. But if we're wrong...
I don't know if these talismans are identical, is the thing. I don't know if they're identical or if they are just...
But your god implied that they had come in close contact recently, so my guess is somehow
I see.
Right?
That's... Right.
Yeah.
So I think whatever that was might have been I don't know.
Or maybe it somehow was mended. I don't know.
We could always get up to Father Mackenzie's ship. Because if we're thinking that he's got one of them, if you try to locate the earring, if it's not there, then we know it's not the earrings. Right?
I'm just wondering if they... I guess I'm just wondering if the earring is one of them, then what is the other one if it's not the other earring? You know what I mean? Just because I'm like, oh, the twin goddesses, an earring each, blah, I'm just thinking of symmetry, but
it's like Goku and Vegeta.
Yeah.
How much of the effects of these earrings have you told us about?
Well, I just said it made me want to hurt people real bad.
Okay.
I will say his creepy is very different from what I felt when I was wearing that earring. It was more like a bloodthirsty, oh, someone got hurt, cool. Maybe next time it could get worse, and that'd be better. Not just I'm giving off really bad vibes because I'm a cult leader and I'm really freaky. It's... Allie, would you say that the way I ended up was very different from what Father Mackenzie is putting out?
yes and no. You were pretty crazed. But, I mean, you weren't, like... Not in, like, a religious way, though. But, I don't know. I don't know Father Mackenzie's story.
Was I religious before all that?
No, not really. No.
I wonder if he was.
Could have just amplified it.
And yeah, also out of character, I think the way I think quite a few of us feel about religion is probably adding into our interpretation of Father Mackenzie.
Father Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Every time I say his name, I want to sing a song.
Yeah, me too. Your fault, me too.
Well,
and of course,
wait, I'm so sorry. The fact that a Beatles reference is like a significantly sized villain.
well, and I'm of course thinking of the Cody Fry cover of it because I love.
That's the one that I listen to a
Mm-hmm.
lot. It's so good with the orchestration. Ugh.
I know.
Anyway, sorry, off topic.
No, it's fine. That's fine. I don't know. I don't know if the talismans are 2 earrings. If it's an earring and something else, I don't.
Well, why don't we put a pin in it and go back to sleep?
Yes.
And in the morning, we can check out Father Mackenzie and see if his ship pings.
I think we should also contact Mortimer and Escher as well. And Fortune's favorite. Fortune's favorite, for sure.
Yeah, we need to check in with them.
I think if this is as comparable a threat as Arthok was, they will want to know.
Speaking of Arthok, I'm gonna pull out my coin and do the same shit that I did before, cast Identify.
I thought about this
and
last
check
week
it.
and completely forgot.
It's the same.
It's the same?
Dope.
Okay.
Okay. At least you don't have to worry about that for the time being.
Wouldn't that be bad?
Yeah,
You just check them in.
That's what I was worried about. I was worried it was gonna be.
That would suck.
Why do I feel like you're getting an idea?
As if I haven't already had that idea.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Mm,
So you go to sleep?
Yes.
bed. Yeah.
I think Allie, before you go to sleep, will just sort of like pull you aside and be like, if this is earring related mess, we'll make sure it doesn't affect you.
I appreciate that.
I don't want
I really
history
don't.
to repeat itself.
I really don't like that thing.
No. No.
Thank you.
Yeah. And he'll leave you. Y'all can go to sleep. You all complete a lovely night's rest.
I probably had already gotten enough sleep. I only need 4 hours.
You wake up in the morning, and you talked about wanting to talk to a number of people. So,
Yes, quite.
who do you want to do that? Or who do you want to talk to first?
I guess, yeah. Do we want to talk? Do we want to...
I think we should see if Father Mackenzie has a thing first.
I think that's
that
it.
will up the threat level that much more if he does.
I agree. Okay, yeah.
Like, who all do you intend to take on this? Like, are you all going? Like,
We're just walking the dock.
I am not going to be able to stealth.
You 7 walk in the dock?
Yeah, we're just walking the dock in the morning. Maybe Benji goes fishing.
Because I would like to point out, like,
I don't know who that is.
I will go fishing.
I would like to point out, locate object. As from what I can tell, it doesn't seem like it makes a light or anything. Like, I mean, granted, you could probably tell I'm casting something because it has somatic components and a material component, a forked twig. But it just tells me like the direction and like all that. It's more internal. It's not like
what am I hearing?
Yeah, what is that?
No.
What was that noise?
What was that?
Is it this?
Yeah, that's what it is.
His mic.
I was like, what the hell was that?
Just having a good time stroking my mic over here. That's all.
Is that what kids are calling it these days?
ooh. Listen.
Okay, so you're taking a little jaunt down the docks towards Father Mackenzie's ship.
Yeah.
And how close to the ship do you get?
The object needs to be within 1,000 feet from me to like ascertain where it is.
You can easily get within 1,000 feet of any of these ships without causing
Being
alarm.
sus.
Like you.
Yeah. That's what I would like to do.
Okay, and just for clarity's sake, what object specifically are you trying to locate?
I am going to say
both.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, I guess first, just the earring that Isla wore, like
Okay.
when I knew her, and yes, that earring. And just
Okay, you cast locate object, searching for the earring that was in Isla's possession. And you sense specifically for a moment that it is on your ship, Ocean's Breast, and then you get the general gist of the location, but you don't know specifically where it is. You have just the cardinal direction now.
It's on the ship. No, it's on the Ocean's Breast.
Allie lied.
I don't know.
But Allie's not wearing it, right? We would have noticed that.
Was he with us?
Oh,
He's not with you right now.
Nope.
He wasn't wearing it. I mean, you didn't see it in his ear.
Doesn't mean he doesn't have it.
Yeah,
I'm going
he
to.
doesn't have to be wearing it, does he?
I'm going to. Oh my fucking god! I'm just gonna start walking.
Back
He's
to the
been
ship.
really angry
Gee,
recently.
Gee, we need to test for the other one first.
The other one? Oh, so what's? So what would that be then? Mark that off. The other earring?
Have you seen the other one?
Because I don't know if I've seen the other one. I've just seen the one that you had. Because for this to
And
work,
you
I have
can
to
look for similar objects.
Yeah, you can just
Correct.
describe the object, right?
Yeah. I guess I said because it can locate a specific object known to you
So
as long as you've seen up close. But it can
look
also
for the
locate.
matching set of the earring that I wore.
Yeah. Because it can look at the nearest object of a particular kind, such as a certain
just-
kind of.
Or just the jewel. It might not be an earring.
I was about to say.
That's true, the jewel.
Okay, shall we do that then? The jewel itself.
You cast locate object, looking for the jewel, and you don't get a single ping or sense of where it could be.
I don't have anything. So it isn't within 1,000 feet.
So Father Mackenzie, unless he literally has it and isn't on the ship right now.
I don't
That's
think
also
we
a
need
possibility.
to just single it out to Father Mackenzie. Who else has he only seen twice?
Allie didn't come with us to the auction.
Okay. What about Escher? Has he seen Escher?
Escher
How many
twice?
times has he seen Escher?
I mean, we would know that, right?
I don't think Escher has talked about specifically meeting with Father McKenzie.
No, Allie.
No,
Allie.
Yeah, Allie.
Oh, Allie? How many times has Escher seen Allie?
Mhm.
Yeah.
At least, well, actually, it's probably been 3 times now.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm about to go confront Allie because lying is not a good thing.
I
Especially not
think we should prepare before we do that, knowing what we know about how you were when you had the earring. He might not be... Sorry, go ahead.
Do we need to, like, cast it again when we get on the ship and, like, be sure that it's in, like, his quarters, I guess? Just, like, have the solid proof.
That's the thing,
Or,
because
like,
we
on
don't...
him.
Yeah, we don't know that we don't know for sure that he has
You
it.
just said it was on the
cast
ship.
it. You first could tell that it was specifically on the ship,
Yes.
and then, like, a second later, you didn't have the specific location anymore. You only had, like, the cardinal direction.
Correct.
So someone hid it.
Or he left.
Or something.
What does the spell say about cardinal direction and
It
stuff?
it says you describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as that object is within 1,000 feet of you. If the object is in motion, you know the direction of its movement.
So he's leaving the ship. Because you had a location and a direction.
Was the direction to... Oh.
So it started moving.
So it's on somebody, then. And if it was on the ship, then... If not Allie, then someone on the crew. Oh, I don't like this. Okay. I guess... I think we need to find Allie.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'll cast it again.
So you go to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You go to, I guess, check Allie's room or something, or try to find him.
Let's try to find Allie.
He's nowhere to be seen on the ship. Isla, you find just a single piece of paper in your quarters that just says, "I'm sorry."
Shut up. Shut up.
Yep.
Shut up. No.
And that's where we're gonna end tonight.
Allie lied!
He couldn't help it.
He's a lying liar.
His wisdom mod is not.
Like,
His wisdom mod is not cut out for that.
Neither's mine.
Yeah.
I need you to know, the thought crossed my mind earlier this session. I'm like, LOL, what if Allie's evil? It's so funny. But Amanda likes his character.
But he's not actually evil.
No, he's just influenced. But, oh, God.
That's why he kept getting in fights.
Yeah, he
couldn't
was
help
Oh, none of us caught it.
We just thought it was testosterone, and it wasn't. God.
That's why he kept getting him in fights.
I just thought it was jealousy and testosterone.
But also, Father McKenzie. Makes sense.
Oh, God.
If he could
Well,
tell
but
us
he
that.
hasn't met Father McKenzie twice.
No, but if
No, but
Father
he was
McKenzie
like-
could tell that he had it. Like,
He was like shitty to Allie, though,
yeah.
because he knew. Oh, my God.
Also, maybe they did meet twice. We don't know.
Oh, my God.
I'm shocked.
I mean,
Me too.
do we know how recently the 2 times they've come together were? I mean,
Salune did not mention that, no.
so Luna is pretty old. Soon, or recently, might be like 5 years ago.
That's the thing, yeah. She said,
Or 2.
She did say,
It is pretty old.
she did say,
I can't
Didn't
believe
say it was wherever I was.
Amanda.
Oh, okay.
Look, in my defense, I didn't realize that Chi had locate object, so I was gonna draw this out for way longer.
Oh,
I know.
yeah.
Alright, Misfits, and that brings us to the end of tonight's game. To support us, please like and subscribe. Every little bit counts. And other than that, I really hope you enjoyed this session, and I'll see you again next time.